What's up, man? This is the Cort KX707. So it has the natural wood finish, like a satin finish. But yeah, you can see the wood grain. You can also feel the wood grain. It's got those nice bevels as well. It's a gorgeous guitar. Man. Yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, feels amazing. Like it's the perfect guitar. 400 euros. Whew, it's a bit more. Like I don't know how much in euros. In South African rands it was 32. So let me quickly check. 32 rands to euros. Oh no, it'll be 1,600 euros. Yeah, ish, quite rough. But I got it for 20,000 rand. So that's about 1,018 euros that I got it for. So really, really good deal. Oh. Every time I minimize my guitar plugin, then it sort of makes the popping sound like minimize quick. And I open it up, and then it's fine. Yeah. Well, I sold 2 of my other guitars, so it sort of paid for itself. So yeah, but it's a It's a fantastic guitar. It's really incredible. And so much fun to play. Check my right hand technique. Busy re-evaluating some of the ways that I play. Got an acoustic, intermediate beginner, trying to learn finger picking. Dude, finger picking is like, that's my kryptonite. That's one thing I also want to learn, but it's so difficult for me, just because now I'm playing two different rhythms. Like, you know, your upper fingers are busy playing those notes, and then your thumb is playing the bass notes. But now the thumb will be playing, and your other fingers will be going like, that sort of thing. And that breaks my brain, because now I can, at the moment, only focus on one rhythm at a time. I can't really focus now on the bass note rhythm and the melody rhythm at the same time. That is insanely difficult for me. And for some people it comes very, very natural, and I'm not one of them. But I'm taking lessons again, so I'm very excited to see if I'm going to be able to figure this out. So I'm very, very excited. Man, this. But mainly the stuff I use is just picking. But for acoustic stuff, I will want to play bluegrass. That is the coolest freaking acoustic style for me. Just like Billy Strings, Roy Clark, Trey Hensley. Oh my word, that stuff is just so awesome. But it's so difficult. Yeah, Sting. Oh my word. Yeah, it's just it's so rough. And then like classical guitar as well. Like I would love to be able to do that. You know that. I can play the electric. That stuff is so freaking cool. Yeah, I think you feel like a real musician when you get it right. You feel like, yeah, now this is, I can see this happening in a movie, or like a some sort of fantasy where you're at like I don't know where you're from, but where we're from, we call it a braai, where you it's like a barbecue, I guess, and then there's an acoustic guitar there, and then you can play this extremely intricate finger picking stuff, and then the guy next to you grabs the guitar and he's like, and then it's game over. Sorry, bro. This was impressive, but Wonderwall will win. Oh. Or someone playing Sweet Child of Mine, but like missing the intonation completely, like. Like, oh, there's nothing quite as painful as that. Let's just have it. But people, like, they press wrong. Oh, that's painful. Oh my word. Even hurts to listen to it. I've checked that Englishman in New York. Okay. Now I'll definitely check that out. It'll be really interesting just to see that level of finger picking. It's just it's so cool. My big problem right now is at a certain tempo I engage my elbow for certain speeds. So like and then I flex sort of this part of my elbow, and that can give me tennis elbow. But yeah, it's not exactly the most efficient motion, but it's like, oh, that is a core memory, bro. I saw that video of Slash with his gold top Les Paul when I was very young, when I just started out. I remember it was like, dude, like that Godfather theme, that made me watch the Godfather movie. I was like, this is such a beautiful piece of music. Oh man, so good. It's not personal, Sonny. What do you mean, Suki? What do you mean? But yeah, gold Les Paul, and just the 59 Gibson Les Paul, that one, that like sort of brown burstish one, that is just perfect, absolutely perfect. Oh man, it's not personal, Sonny. Oh yeah, you're right. It's not personal, Sonny. You come into my house. Oh man, that's so good. It's not personal, Sonny. Oh, I'll make him an offer I can't refuse. Such a good movie. Oh my word. It's very long though. It's like 3 hours. But I mean, I don't really worry about the length when it comes to Lord of the Rings. I mean, so yeah. But one of those Les Pauls, no. I don't have a Gibson Les Paul or anything. I do have two guitars that have a similar shape. So I have a PRS Zach Myers single cut SE, and then I have a Duesenberg Star Player TV Mike Campbell signature. So it has the same shape, but it's semi-hollow and does not nearly have the color or the same fret inlays or anything. So it's similar, but yeah, it's not quite the same. You played Vicarious. Dude, I played that on Guitar Hero World Tour, and even then it was just so rough. I have no idea how it goes. Just the it's just that palm muting riff thing, but it's so confusing, dude. Oh, I'll send you on Instagram. I'll send you my email there, and then, dude, that is so freaking cool. Oh. But oh, dude, just the vicarious. I really want to learn Numa. Just the. Yeah. You sent me your Cloud 8.9 video on Instagram. So I'll just find that again. Remember that crazy. Oh, that thing. I'm gonna learn that on stream as well, because that is just so ridiculously difficult. Oh, you're right. That was on the channel, the drum channel, the coach's channel. Or yeah, the coach's profile. Yeah, my bad. I totally. I don't even know what my Instagram handle is. Okay, no, perfect. Then I'll see that. I could swear I follow you as well, though. Like, for 2026, one of my friends, well, my best friend, he's like, we need to learn This Is the Life by Dream Theater. That freaking sick solo, just that. I don't know what key I'm playing in now. Sounds so bad. Check out this guitar. Seems out of stock. Oh man. Yeah. Like I saw the 6-string version of it yesterday at one of the guitar stores, and I'm like, maybe I need another one. It's just such a fantastic guitar. Oh. Oh, dude. But there is the 6-string version of it as well. It's a bit cheaper. But, man. Oh, it's amazing. There is a 6-string version. It's just the KX700. This is the KX707. And oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, much better. Oh, thanks, Suki. I'll have a look. My phone's just charging in the other room. Oh, that was a terrible bend. Still getting used to the bridge, because it sort of blocks the initial bend, so it's really, really cool. Dude, yeah, this guitar is fantastic. Like, it's perfection. So definitely have a look. Just watch some videos on how to set up the bridge, because it's not the same as like a normal guitar where you just tune here. You're definitely gonna have to watch a video about the bridge, because the bridge is the most complicated part, but probably the best part of this guitar. So what you're going to do is you're going to set your string tension at a certain place. So no, I don't think it'll be an overkill. I think it's a guitar you'll play forever. And if you set up the bridge properly, then it's going to be amazing. Like it's the best guitar for me. If you can you check it out on stream? Could I set it to my drum set? Perfect, man. Yeah, and I'll definitely do that. Just not today. I'll do that tomorrow. And then I'll just let you know. I'll probably. Okay, what's the time now? Yeah. No, I'll stream the same time. Will we be finished? Yeah, I think like 10:30 over here. So 10:30 South African time. So I think it's going to be about 1 o'clock by you, maybe. I think. No. No, you have an example one. Ooh. Okay. Now I can stream later then. Like yeah. I think I can stream a bit later. But you have an exam. Like how does holidays work in India? Because our schools in South Africa right now are closed for the December holidays. So all the people are either at the beach or at campsite somewhere in South Africa right now. Everyone's on holiday at the moment. Like nostalgic, it's I think it's probably the best guitar for like long term because it's reasonably priced, and I don't think you'll ever have to swap it because it's got great quality hardware, stainless steel frets, amazing pickups, godlike bridge, and it's just I would probably if I could I'd sell all my other guitars and just get a bunch of these. Oh, it's just so good. Have your board exams, which is like, oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I understand. It's the most annoying thing. It's the same when you do like a research study. There's your research question. Like if you do your honors or your master's degree or something, then you have to do a sort of research paper. And then there's the most stupid, stringent parameters you have to align yourself with. Like there's the ethical clearance, but it's stupid. It's like it's not proper ethical clearance. Like is this on a philosophical level an ethical study that you're doing? No, it's ethical clearance. Like if a respondent feels a little bit sad during your survey with them, do you have an emergency psychologist or psychiatrist on standby free of charge for them? It's like, bruh, if you don't want to answer the question, don't agree to the study, you can leave anytime you want. But now I need to cocoon wrap you and everything. It's ridiculous. Like the amount of things you have to adhere to in order to do some sort of study. It's really frustrating. Oh my word. It's called the Cort KX707. Very reasonable price. Let me have a look. Cort KX707. Okay. Yeah, it's very reasonably priced. That bridge might be a little bit difficult. Like it's a Floyd Rose bridge, and it can be really fun, but it can also be very, very intimidating, because like it's a very, very difficult bridge to set up. More difficult than this. But if you want to do stuff like Dimebag Daryl from Pantera, if you want to do like these dive bombs and things like Children of Bodom, you definitely will get you'll have to look at that. But yeah, it's a little bit more complicated. Let me check which one is mine. The 6-string version is this. Cort KX700. It's this one. So that's the 6-string version of it. It's exactly the same as this, but yeah. 7 p.m. South African Standard Time. Yeah, no, that'll be perfect fine. 7 p.m. I'll probably stream then from 7 to 8, and then you can join in from there, and I'll check it out. Rambo. How's it going, Rambo? Oh, now I'm back home now, so now I can practice again. So 7 p.m. Perfect, man. Oh yeah. If I minimize my guitar plugin, then it disappears. Oh. Such a beautiful solo. Gonna keep that in your car. It'll be my first electric. Acoustic Yamaha is amazing. Like, it's a really great guitar. But if you want to start with something a lot cheaper, just if you don't know that if electric's for you, then I think it'll be better to get maybe a Fender Squier or an Ibanez Geo. If you don't know yet that you want to actually play electric, but if you are dead sure, then the 6-string version of this will be perfection. It's just so good. Ah, Rambo. One sec. There we go. This is a bit difficult now. Ish. Be like this. Because I have to move my electric. I don't know if you'll hear anything. Yeah. Yeah, I shrunk a little bit now. Some finger picking. This thing has to be tuned as well. Yes, acoustic is so difficult to play, dude. Oh my word. So difficult. Ugh. Guitar polymath. But yeah, like the tuning thing isn't too difficult. Like you can sort of, it's a skill that you can learn. It's definitely something you can learn. You just need to understand the mechanism by which you actually do it, and then you need to develop your ear. And for instance, if I go to a clean tone on this, I go, the strings are tuned a certain way in relation to each other. So let's assume your E string is in tune. Then to tune the A string, you're gonna play the 5th fret of the E string and then play the A string. Let me just get a louder clean tone, it's a bit soft. So you're going to play them together. And here are they the same pitch. Is the A string higher or lower in pitch than this one? Because we're assuming, also remember, I'll see you, have a good one. Because you're assuming now that the E string is correctly in tune. So now, because you assume that is the case, then you're going to be measuring the other strings according to the E string. Because we know the E is our constant now, the rest are dependent on its pitch. So now you have the 5th fret of the E string will be the sound of the A string, the open A string. So then you go 5. Surround sound audio. There might be a chorus here. Let me check. I think it's this. Turn off the delays and reverbs, the effects. They're different. Like that sort of thing. So 5th fret on the E string will be the same as the A string open. And then the same. Now, once we've tuned the A string, we can assume that the A string is in tune, and then we can do the same with the string above it. So 5th fret on the A string, which we now regard as being in tune, then you play the D string, the open D string. Then you compare the pitches, and remember you're going to be tuning the D string, because we assume that the A string is already in tune. And then you just need to hear, like, is the D string higher or lower than the A string? That sort of thing. Exactly. That's exactly how it is. Yeah. So you use the tune string, the one you need a baseline or a reference point of something that is in tune. So lower, I barely know her. Oh, this is so cute. I missed you, man. Yeah, so you use the tune strings to find out the ones that aren't. But then, how much do you change the pitch up or down? So that you have to use your ear. But remember, so you're not going to change the one that you know is in tune. You're only going to change the one that you're trying to get into tune. So you're going to compare these two notes. So I'm going to go, and then that. Is this one maybe higher or lower in tune? My guitar's in tune, so it's going to be pretty much the same, but like in a different. Let me do this. Let me do that. I'm bending this one because my guitar is in tune, but I'm going to make it like this. So if you hear those two, you can hear that the second one is lower. So I need to tighten the high string, that one, to make it sound like this. So then you'll tighten that out of tune string until it sounds very similar to the one that is in tune. There's this strange phenomenon that you'll notice is when two pitches are not exactly on the same frequency, there'll be like this sort of frequency fight. There'll be like a almost like a ring sort of thing. Like if I do this, it's like a, but if I go, a lot of ring, and then it doesn't fight anymore. There's like this pleasant equilibrium when they line up with each other. And when they're slightly out of tune, then it's like, so there's this stability when you get close to the actual pitch you want to be in. So it goes like that. The only exception to this rule, the 5th fret thing, is if you want to tune the B string. If you want to tune the B string, you're going to be on the 4th fret of the G string. That's the only exception. All the rest you measure on the 5th fret. Just the B string, you're going to measure on the 4th fret of the G string. That's the only exception to this. This is standard tuning. So if you have your low E at least in tune, you can tune the rest. Maybe you decide the high E is already in tune, and then you can go backwards. Then I can measure, maybe my B string's out of tune, and then you'll just reverse the process. But yeah, it's like a buzz, but it's not a fret buzz. It's like a buzz, a clash between the two notes. Like if I do this, like there's this tension between the two notes, but between these two, there isn't one. You see, like the notes sort of don't fight each other. There's like a between them. Something like that. And they don't really fight each other. It's sort of, yeah, exactly. So they fight each other quite a bit, and then when you want to resolve that, like that, it sort of smoothens out, and then you know you're in tune. But you do have to develop your ear as well. You can't just rely on that, because there are certain intervals that don't have that buzzy sort of thing, like a 5th interval. They sound very pleasant together, but it's not the same note. And a 4th, they don't really fight each other. A perfect 4th and a perfect 5th, but they're not the same note. So you do have to train yourself to hear when a note is lower or higher than another one, and that's the fundamental thing about ear training. You have to take one pitch. Which one was higher? The first one. Cool. And then that one's higher. So you sort of have to train your ear like that. You have a constant, and you compare something to that constant. You have a baseline, and you measure everything against that. You have it's pretty much how our time works as well. Like we measure everything according to minutes or seconds or something. That is the metric by which we measure something. You measure how long a day is according to the predefined construction of seconds, the pulse of a quartz crystal when an electric current is put through it. That's pretty much how the majority of things work. Yeah, I don't know if you remember mathematics in school, but there's a dependent variable and an independent variable. So you pretty much everything can be understood with this framework. You have something that is constant, or the goal, or the actual ideal, and then something that is not. And that comparison is that difference is what has to be addressed. You have to analyze, why is there a difference? What is this one higher? Is this one lower? Linear regression, exactly. So just proportional mathematics. So it's very much the same framework for understanding a lot of concepts, not just on guitar. In almost any single industry, there'll be this sort of idea. So yeah, where are in the world are streaming from? I'm from Colorado, USA. It's 2 a.m. What's up, man? No, I'm in South Africa, so let me check if it's 2 a.m. in Colorado. My word. Damn, dude. Oh, Colorado. When I hear Colorado, I think South Park. That's pretty much what I think. A cold mountain town. Ugh. Colorado. Or Denver, Colorado. Baie dankie. Dankie meneer, ek waardeer. No, it's these, I guess, these really, really little things that make things a bit more easier to digest. Because when you start learning something at a young age, you develop these frameworks. Yeah, exactly. It's a formula to follow. So there are these frameworks that you develop when you're young, and sometimes they aren't really nurtured in a certain way. There's thousands of frameworks, like just little paradigms that you develop as you grow. When you learn language, when you learn fine motor skills, like this sort of stuff. There's a reason you play with clay as a child, because you're developing these fine motor skills. You can do finger painting and all that stuff. Basically, when they teach children music, you first have them dance, because you need to develop this internal rhythm, what is known as audiation. And dancing is the easiest thing to do. You just literally just like flop around according to some sort of consistent pulse. And again, in that very instance, there is something that is consistent, constant, and then the dependent variable is the child that's now hopping or moving or something to that pulse. They are trying to time their movements according to this consistent pulse. So this sort of mathematical idea is throughout everything. So yeah. What's up, Sid? How's it going? Yeah, Suki, like it's genuinely everywhere. Like if you think about it on when you're playing drums and you have a metronome, everything you're doing, you're aligning with the metronome. The metronome is going to stay exactly the same, but you're now aligning everything to that. You have the ideal, you have the goal, and then you have the reality, and you measure the difference or the discrepancy between the two, and you make corrections for that. The same way when I play a certain note, like I don't want it to sound like that. What do I want it to sound like? And why is there a difference? Am I pressing too hard? I am the metronome. Oh, okay, fine, you are a metronome. But when you're playing along to a song, the song is what your measurement is towards. You're measuring according to the rhythm of the song. So the song itself can be a metronome. You're playing according to that. You can't be just playing on your own internal timing and the song is just going crazy. So, yeah. Into John Mayer style playing. Like, I would love to be able to play like John Mayer, just because his style is so universal, I guess. Like, everyone sort of just likes it. But he does tend to sound quite a lot like all the other blues guitarists, like B.B. King, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix. That whole blues sort of style is sort of very similar. He's a phenomenal guitarist, though. Like, he'll shred circles around me. It's insane. And his phrasing and his feel and his touch is just incredible. So he's so talented and just great at what he does. What I don't like is the pop sort of stuff. I don't like pop that much. And I mean, obviously, you have to go into certain commercialized industries in order to really make money. But I mean, he's an incredibly skilled musician. So no, he's fantastic. So you're in Rifle, Colorado. That's probably the coolest The coolest name for a city. I come from Machine Gun. Other people call it Michigan, but yeah, Machine Gun. No problem, man. That music I've been playing for a few years now. South Africa, awesome, yeah. Awesome, man. Awesome to have you here. Classical music is fantastic. Like, let me quickly play just this. Classical music is amazing. My wife is a classical musician. She's a professional pianist. So, like, classical music is pretty much metal without distortion or vocals. That's what classical music is, to me at least. And yeah. So, what do you think of rhythm guitars like Keith Richards? Keith Richards is fantastic. Keith Richards, Malcolm Young, Willie Adler from Lamb of God, like, rhythm guitarists are severely underrated just because they're not exactly like the focal point or anything, but they add this bedding for everything else. Like, without them, it'll be a little bit missing. Like, I saw Guns N' Roses a few years ago live. I was very fortunate to finally see Slash in the flesh, but his rhythm guitarist, he played with like a giant white Falcon Gretsch. I can't remember what his name is, but he's in the pocket. He is so good, so clean, and it's so nice to have that backing, just so that you can actually enjoy the nice things. A terrible rhythmic section, like a terrible drummer, will ruin everything for me. Like, you can have the best vocals, best bass, best guitar, best whatever. If the drummer is just dragging or speeding or something, it's a nightmare to listen to. It's one of the most painful things ever. Obviously, like, if there's a bad vocalist or something, it's also just horrific. But I mean, like a drummer, I think if you have a bad drummer, the entire set is going to sound flat. If they don't play hard enough, or they just play off time, or their fills are just weird, it's going to ruin everything. Because the drummer, as I said, Suki, that's sort of the constant that all of us are going to be measuring against. We treat the drummer as the independent variable, and we are the dependent variable. So if he speeds up, we're going to speed up as a result. If he slows down, we're going to have to drag with him. So it's a big responsibility as a drummer. But yeah, Lars is the best rhythm guitarist. I thought he was the best trumpet player. Yeah, like St. Anger was a fantastic one. Richard Fortus, yeah. Fantastic guitarist. Like, he was extremely energetic as well. But like, he did this finger picking stuff as well during one of the songs. I can't remember which one, but he's so good. Like, he's severely underrated. He's so good. Oh man, Easy Stradlin, yeah. The original guitarist, the original rhythm guitarist, fantastic. Could guitar be played like a piano, like the way background music is played by the left hand, which makes every piece fuller? Yeah, like you can. I am not capable of that yet. That is really, really difficult. Like, if you listen to classical guitar, that's exactly what they do. They play sort of a rhythm thing, like, and then the other fingers will be going like, while you're playing the chords. Like, if I play Autumn Leaves, for instance, there's so much you can do. I am unfortunately not skilled in that department yet. I will be, but you can play a guitar like a piano. It's a very capable instrument, but it does require a certain skill set. So, oh man, let me check. Suki learning Ekasinati. Oh, dude, I'm very glad. Yeah, this is the part that really gets everyone. That part gets everyone just because it's so quick. But yeah, if you practice it the way I sort of outlined there, it's not too difficult. Yeah, you would always make songs on the guitar and then play it on the piano. Yeah. It's the easiest way to start. Like whenever we wrote songs as well at church or something, then it starts with an acoustic guitar, and then it's just like you have the basic chords, and then some of the vocal melodies and everything, and then you make the song like that, and then you branch out from there. It's easier to just do that. You can do it also with piano and acoustic guitar is probably the best starting points you have for any sort of songwriting session. So yeah, it's very capable. Yeah. Wife and I just saw Michael Schenker in Denver at a small club, Oriental Theatre. That sounds cool. Most melodic and emotional play I've ever seen. Huge UFO fan. Oh, dude, like there's this beauty of just like a good melody and just these good dynamics. Like I struggle to listen to shred guitar. Like I love the ability and it's incredibly impressive, but I can't listen to a shred solo for like 20 minutes straight. Like Michelangelo Berio is phenomenal. He's so fast and everything, but I mean, yeah, I can listen to a shred solo for maybe, I think a max a minute long, but then you need some sort of tension and release. Like the shred is the tension, the release is just when you know it comes back down. You need to have that ebb and flow. You can't be sprinting the entire time. You have to at least like slow down a little bit. The space. My guitar teacher refers to the space between notes as dark matter, and it's like dark matter comprises the pretty much everything in between everything that is, and it's like there's more in between. There's more negative space than positive space, which is now like matter. So there's a lot of gaps, and the gaps is what really gives everything materiality, that really gives it some sort of substance. Because if everything was just a giant block of cheese, it's like great, it's a block of cheese. But now if you punch holes in it like Tom and Jerry, and you have a look at like, you know, the moon is made of cheese, that sort of thing, now it looks a bit more interesting. There's something there, like it's just a little bit more engaging, I guess. Stupid analogy, but like the idea is just that there are gaps that make something a bit more interesting. What's up, Rishan? Good to see you, man. I've got to unfortunately get going. I'm gonna have lunch with my parents, and then living man full cheese. Sorry, man. So I'm gonna go have lunch with my parents, and then yeah. But I'll see you tomorrow, Suki, at 7 p.m. That'll be great. Man who was shot Swiss cheese. Freaking brilliant. Suki. What is phrasing in guitar? Related to improvisation or comprises of song playing as well? It's mainly to do with improvisation and how you've written something. So like phrasing, or I'm just going to quickly just answer this question and then, yeah. So phrasing will be very, very dependent on like a melody or a line or something that you're playing. And it's also extremely dependent on the melodic or harmonic context in which you're playing it. Like if I have this chord, you're going to want to play certain notes that are maybe found in that chord. Those notes are called consonant notes. So right now I have those notes, so I can play those notes. If I'm a good phraser, then the majority of my notes that I play when this chord is being sounded are gonna be the longest notes are gonna be consonant notes. One of those. The worst, if I'm bad at phrasing, my notes that I rest on will be notes not in that chord, like here. Like, because it's going to conflict with the chord itself. So it's very much dependent on note choice and rhythmic deviation. You don't want to just have like, okay. There's no variety. So phrasing is very much your note choices being aligned with the chord that's being played, and then also have your rhythmic variation. That is what makes a good phraser. Probably one of the best will be Steve Lukather from Toto. He's, oh my word, no, he's phenomenal. How to play solo from Rise. Album edition. The album edition. I'll check that out tomorrow. But yeah, the Rise. What is it? That sort of thing. But I'll go through that tomorrow. The Phrygian scale in E major. Yeah. Very, very nice. The Phrygian dominant is like the most beautiful mode for me. But yeah, I'll check out Sting. It's Englishman, right? Let me just quickly scroll up and have a look. Yeah, Englishman in New York. Yeah, let me have a look at that. Perfect. Cool. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers.